Okay, we're live. We're back, and I'm doing something a little different. Now, usually I upload videos in English in this channel, and today what I wanted to do was do a little live video in English for people that are following this channel that are English speakers. First of all, I want to thank you so much for all the support that you're giving to this channel. I cannot be more grateful. I mean, I've seen a lot of you are enjoying all the videos that I upload, and this is great because it means I'm doing something worth it. Because I mean, usually when you upload videos, you don't know what sort of feedback you're going to get. And I have to be honest, in the last couple of months, I've been getting a lot of good feedback, which is really good. So I'm really happy about this, and hopefully you'll enjoy even the videos that are coming. I've already prepared a lot of videos about guitar, about music production, and I can't wait to show you all these great videos that are going to be uploaded on the channel. Today we're gonna do something a little different, as I was saying. But first of all, let me remind you, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can always subscribe and put the bell button so you don't miss a thing about this channel. Since there's so many channels out there, there's so many videos that get uploaded every single day. So if you're liking this channel, you might as well follow it so you don't miss out on a thing. And as always, as I say in all of my videos, mostly, you can always give me some feedback and let me know if you want to talk about something interesting, if you are looking, for some different information, and you want to, in some ways, contribute in the choices that I make in terms of content. A lot of videos that I've made have been influenced by people that just commented on videos and asked me tips about things, or do specific videos about, specific subjects. And if they were interesting, I was more than happy, especially if they were about music, obviously, I was more than happy to do content of that type. So guys, you have an opportunity here. You can choose, you can ask me about content, about things that you want to talk about, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Now, there's a lot of things that we cover on this channel, a lot of things that we haven't covered on this channel. I try to do content that is as much as creative and interesting as possible for a producer like myself. So if for people that are producing out there, there are professionals, for people that want to start producing, that might want to get into the production world, and for people that are just interested in music production and all that sort of thing. So there's some great stuff that I've already put out there, and a lot of stuff there's videos in Italian because I am Italian, for the ones that don't know, and there are videos in English as well. So if you're an English speaker, you can definitely check out those videos. And if you're an English speaker, you speak also Italian, obviously you can also check out the Italian ones. Now, I'm pretty sure that YouTube allows you to see Italian videos with English subtitles automatically generated, which is a good thing, because it would be a hell lot of hard time to actually put subtitles as well in all of the videos that I do. So thankfully, I think YouTube does that automatically for creators, which is a really good thing. Now, what else to say? Now, I was working today on a few productions and a few new ones which haven't gone out yet. So I don't think for now I can show you, I can let you hear anything. I mean, you see a project now that it's open, and that's a new project that I've been working on, and this is really great. And there's a a lot of other good things happening, a lot of radio thing that I've been working on, as well as commercial stuff, which is, something that you do anyway because music is music, right? So there's some good things happening, which is really good. And today it has been a day where uh, you do things, but you also talk a lot. And um, I've had a lot of days where you actually talk, like you have to talk with people, organize things, and decide about productions, decide about the types of productions and how you want to create the song or the production in general. So today I spent a lot of time, and this is not a thing that I really like to do, but I've spent a lot of time talking, and I've done a meeting through video conference, which is it is probably what everybody does these days. There's no other way of meeting people because of the pandemic, but we accept that. We work with that. It's fine as long as the internet works, because when you start getting the internet to see that it's not working properly, it's very frustrating. And I've done this today, and it was important because production is not just about doing production. As producer, I would love that it would be just that, but of course, when you do things with other people, you have to organize yourself. You have to, find a meeting point where you feel things are working for you as a producer and working for them as clients. So you have to talk a lot, and in some ways you have to accept that. And as I said, as a producer, sometimes it's very annoying to spend the whole day simply talking on the phone, which is something that you have to do a lot of times. And you have to accept that. And I do realize a lot of you out there would just think, oh, just stuff that I want to produce. I want to be a producer, so I want to be on the computer recording, or I want to be in recording rooms, recording whatever. I want to do stuff. I don't want to talk, because if you're a producer, you're probably one of those people that wants to do stuff and not talk about stuff. If you want to talk about stuff, you're more rather being, I don't know, a lawyer or whatever. Something that has to do with talking. Producing, it's not about talking, it's about doing. So you wish you could just do stuff the whole day long and play, and play instruments and practice on instruments. For me especially, I think it's really important to dedicate a lot of time to playing on the instruments, because a lot of my productions are played by me. So I play keyboards, I play guitar, I play bass, and so I need to spend a lot of time also practicing all those instruments, because it's not like you learn an instrument and you're just good to go. You have to keep on staying fit, which is really important, because when you're doing, say for example, a rhythm on the drums, okay, as you can see here, I have an electronic drum back there, which I use regularly to record beats, record drum kits, especially when there's rock songs, pop songs, jazz songs, because the feeling of the drum kit is really important. It's crucial when you're doing some kind of songs, which is not just production. It's not just production, like for example, electronic music. It's more like, say, more human in that sense, and you really need that human feel if you want to have a good sound. And so I figured it's really important to have a drum kit and to know how to play a drum kit properly if you want to do that sort of thing. So I practice on a regular basis all my instruments, as much as I can. I mean, life is not linear, of course, so there's periods of time where I do not have practically the time to actually practice my instruments, and there's times where I have a lot more spare time to practice. So you gotta find a good balance. You gotta find a good in between, and it's not very easy at times to find a good equilibrium. But I figured if you wanna, be fit and stay always on top of things, you have somehow find the time to actually spend a little bit of your day practicing the instruments that you play. Now, that goes for people that actually play instruments where they produce, like myself. If you're a producer where you don't play instruments and you just do electronic music, say, for example, you'll probably spend time finding your sounds, jiggling around with, say, for example, a modular synthesis, if you're into the modular world, or maybe working with your synths, finding a good sound, saving banks of sounds, programming, and all that sort of stuff. So it is all part of the production side, and I think sometimes we tend to miss that. I mean, especially, I tend to miss that. I tend to just think, okay, I want to produce, I want to do stuff, but sometimes it's good to take a break from production. Actually, let yourself go on instruments. Like, today I spent some time playing the keyboard because I really needed to have a bit of time with the keyboard, and experimenting new say, for example, new chords, new chord patterns, new melody lines, new phrasing, and all things that are really, really important for my style, my way of producing, my way of playing, because I am a musician as well, after all. So sometimes I will find myself actually playing live instruments, and so I need that thing under my fingers. And to actually have that under your fingers, you really need to get your fingers going. And it's not just one thing. It's not just one thing that you have to do. Sometimes it's a thing that you have to do basically every day. But as I said before, life is not linear, so sometimes you will miss days where you practice, but try and be as much consistent as possible. So I figured it was good to talk about this, because I think sometimes as producers we tend to miss that, and I think it's really important, because a producer in some way needs to have knowledge about instruments. At least about piano, because as producers, probably nowadays all the producers out there will probably know how to play piano, and so spend a little time on the piano as a producer. I think it's really important, because you have the time to think about new patterns, new chord changes, new melody phrases, and all that sort of stuff, which is really important when you're trying to do new songs, because new comes from experimenting. If you don't experiment, if you always get down to business straight away, you don't have the time to elaborate new ideas that come up to your mind. And sometimes taking free time like that, I think, is really crucial for productions. So if you think, just like if you think I am saying things that you're familiar with, and you think you're thinking in the same way that I do, share in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. If you think it is crucial for a producer to actually spend some time with instruments or not, or maybe it's just important for a producer to produce. It is important, but as I said, if you get to this point of your career, you probably spended time on your instruments, somewhere in your past. Because how can you be interested in music if you never spend time on an instrument, at least on a guitar or on a piano, a keyboard, something? Whether you're a rapper, you're a trapper, you're hip hop, whatever, you're a rock player. There are types of genres which are very much instrument oriented, like, for example, the rock, pop. You probably be interested in playing instruments. But for people that are into the rap, hip hop world, trap world, I know it's not crucial, because you've probably been spending time on, writing down lyrics, rapping, doing freestyles, and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, that is, having, spending time on your sounds also it's important. And I think, everybody should find his own time as a producer to actually, experiment, so you can get, you can try and, dialogue with yourself, dialogue with your music, dialogue with, what are your thoughts, and trying to brainstorm them so that you can, in some way, develop them. Because if you don't get them out there before you actually are into a performance, like if you're not using it in this sense, you probably find yourself in a place where you have, anxiety about performing well, so you won't have that freedom of experimenting. And this, I think, is crucial to do when you're actually, alone, because you need to feel free of getting things wrong, of getting wrong timing, getting wrong rhythms, because you need to have that place of freedom so that you can find new things. So if you think this way as well, please write in the comments. If you don't and you think differently, write in the comments as well. I would love to know what you think about this. So I think this is it for today, guys. I hope you're enjoying this video. I hope you enjoyed the channel, everything. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. And if you want to follow all my videos, please subscribe to the channel, put the bell button so you don't miss a thing, because there's so many videos out there uploaded every day, so many channels that it's full of it. So if you want to follow this channel, please put the bell button so you don't miss a thing. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.